Well, Oklahoma City, it is that time. It is 9 o'clock, and it is time for the Clara Luper Show here at your number one gospel radio station, KTLV, AM 1220.
I want to go back to Bob, Georgia. Can I do that?
In a moment, your host, Sister Clara Luper.
Miss Annie Mae. Let me tell you what happened.
You, wherever you are. This is a Clara Luper radio show, and today is a very special show because you are listening. Today's show is being brought to you by Gates Barbershop, located at 2609 North Martin Luther King Avenue. And Mr. Gates is there, ready to cut your hair, and he can do a professional job. It doesn't make any difference what kind of haircut you want. Mr. Gates can give it to you, and his nephew is there to help. That's Gates Barbershop at 2609 North Martin Luther King Avenue in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. When we think of weekends, we think of celebrating, and we do have something to celebrate. We are celebrating a victory every day, the victory that we are alive. And I would like for you to go to hometown. You can go there 24 hours, 2001 Northeast 23rd Street, and get the food that you like. And when you go in, be sure and look at the bargains. Take advantage of the bargains at hometown. 23rd and Martin Luther King in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Tomorrow is a new month. A month that's very historical. To some, it will be Black History Month. To others, it will be Brotherhood Week and Brotherhood Month. Whatever it is, I want you to celebrate. Celebrate with your brothers. Celebrate. This week, Oklahoma City was shocked with the news that came out of McGinnis High School. And I do hope that Miss Diane Davis will call me and give me a report. I shall give you a report. There were some ugly writings out at McGinnis High School this week. And it concerns a group of people that have struggled all of their lives. And there were many young people that arrived at school to find words that we aren't going to celebrate Black History Week. They didn't call it Black History Week. They used other words. Many of the black students left the school. Some of you parents called me, and I'm very grateful that you did. And other young people stood up and said, we aren't leaving, we are part of this. I had the opportunity to go out and I talked with the principal, who was very upset because of what had happened. He explained to me the activities that they had been involved in to prevent anything like that from happening again. I walked down the hallway with the principal, and I saw signs of love where young students were saying, we love all of our students, we care. And I would like to congratulate those of you that had the courage to stand up for what is right. There are many lessons that black people have to learn. One lesson is that you've got to stand anyhow. And if somebody call you a name, you don't have to worry about that because you know who you are. But you don't have to take certain things. Now, there was another incident in Oklahoma this week that I hate to report on, but I might as well tell you. There was a very distinguished black man that went to a big reception, and it's one of these expensive receptions, and boy, was he sharp. The governor of Oklahoma came by, and you know how you form a line, and everybody was introducing everybody, and the governor say, are you our waiter for tonight? And boy, that really did, that blew the wind out of this guy. But my lesson is, I don't care whether you are dressed up PhD or dressed up doctor, whatever there's one thing in America, people look at you out of different eyes. And I want you to know that, and I want you to remember that, because I'm from Hoffman, and that's what we have been taught, that we are black. In fact, I'm a black woman, born of America and born of her dreams and her aspirations. Dr. A.L. Dial understands clearly what it means to be black. His has been a difficult road to trod, but he has hung in there anyway. Dr. A.L. Dial, an optometrist, is located at 934 Northeast 8th Street. Take this telephone number down, 2350536, and be sure and call Dr. A.L. Dial. When you think of businesses, I want you to think of Johnson Sardinas. 2 locations, 1643 Northeast 50th Street in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Let me repeat that address. 1643 Northeast to 50th Street in Oklahoma City. The telephone number is 424-4656, and 2611 North Martin Luther King Avenue in Oklahoma City. That telephone number is 427-5274. You're going to do some home repairing. Why don't you put some new carpet on your floors? Discount Carpet and Furniture have a big sale. 501 Northwest 23rd Street in Oklahoma City. You can get carpet there today like you have never gotten before. You can get it at a reduction that you will be proud of, something that will fit into your pocketbook. That's a Discount Carpet Company located in the heart of Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. You can no longer say, oh, I'm so proud to know someone. Yes, you are proud, but show that proudness by going to Discount Carpet, 23rd and Walker, and pick up some carpet. Not only that, they have furniture that's on sale, and that's all kinds of furniture. The purpose of the media is to inform, and certainly we have been informed during the past months. We have been informed about presidents, about teachers, about principals, about everybody. But that's no news, because if you start informing, you have a responsibility, and I have a responsibility to tell you that there's some mattresses on sale at Discount Carpet today. You can get mattress, and they have a 10% discount for senior citizens. That's good news. It's an advantage of being a senior citizen. 5th Street Missionary Baptist Church would like to invite you to its services tomorrow. Reverend Vernon C. Walton from Jersey City, New Jersey, will be the guest preacher for the day. He will be preaching at 11 a.m. and at 6 p.m. Reverend Vernon C. Walton comes to Oklahoma with a lot of experience, a graduate of Virginia Union University, a master's from New York Theological Seminary, an assistant pastor at the Mount Olive Baptist Church in Hackensack, New Jersey. He has the responsibility of assisting the senior pastor with the needs of over 2,000 members of the Mount Olive Baptist Church. He oversees scholarships and education community activities. He helps to manage a staff of 14 people. He does the pastoral duties, and he has served as a youth minister at Mount Olive Baptist Church. He has developed and implemented a program for young people in the church. He has concern for senior citizens, and his sick visitation program cannot be overlooked. And maybe this is good news to John Green and many others. He's a member of the Alpha Phi Alpha fraternity, and I know the Alpha brothers will be at 5th Street tomorrow because Reverend Vernon C. Walton will be preaching at 11 o'clock. Not only has he had experience in the field of religion, but he has served in some very important positions in Jersey City. He had the opportunity to assist in a $3.5 million budget, assisted in the management of 117 employees, including 11 judges, and he has been honored by his city for his work. Not only that, he has had experience as a professor working at Berkeley College in Waldwick, New Jersey. He's a counselor, and I know that the 5th Street Baptist Church members and friends will be there tomorrow in large numbers. Tomorrow we kick off the Black History Month at 5th Street Baptist Church, and we are looking at the roots of black history, and that comes out of the family. A family is a circle of strength and love. With every birth and every union, the circle grows. Every crisis together makes the circle stronger. Every joy shared together adds more love. A family is a circle, and you will see that in the next months as families get together to celebrate Black History Month. Fifth Street Baptist Church is very fortunate in that they have some committees that I would like to tell you about. In the morning at 8 o'clock, there will be a family breakfast at Fifth Street Baptist Church. This breakfast is in memory of my mother, Mrs. Isabel Shepherd, and I better say Onita's mother and Hazel's mother, at 8 o'clock, and you are invited to attend. It's free. At that time, you will have the opportunity to hear one of the outstanding speakers in Oklahoma City, Mr. Portwood Williams. Calvin, are you excited about that breakfast in the morning with Mr. Portwood Williams?
Of course I am, but first of all, I want to say good morning, Mom, and good morning to all of you out there that are listening to the Clara Luper radio show. I want to remind you to call that friend, call that neighbor, and invite them to be a part of this morning's show. It promises to be one of the most exciting shows that you've ever listened to. And yes, you're right. Tomorrow morning at 8 a.m., Brother Portwood Williams will be the speaker, but you know who will be the, am I the MC? That's what I am. I will be the MC there, and I promise you I got a list of anecdotes. I can hardly wait to tell some of the good jokes that I have, especially for that time of morning. I know Brother Portwood Williams will enjoy it, and I know that we will enjoy Brother Portwood Williams. And Mom, you know, it takes, it's so good to see the steps that Fifth Street Baptist Church has gone through and will be going through in order to find a great minister, a good minister. And, you know,
Kevin, there are plenty good ministers.
Well,
we had over 56 applications.
No doubt, but I'm saying the steps.
We're
See,
looking.
you're not listening to the Clara Luper radio show. Just
Okay, I'm listening, but
I know all of you out there know what I mean.
And all of the ministers that applied are good ministers.
Right, but I like the process that the committee, the search committee, has gone through in order to find that minister that will fit in and will help improve and maintain and improve Fifth Street Baptist Church. But there's so many activities going on there. You got to be a tough gentleman or a young lady. I don't know which one will be selected, but there will be a great time had tomorrow morning there at Fifth Street Baptist Church. I'm looking forward to it.
At 8 o'clock in the morning, Mrs. Eltha Whiteside, Mrs. Maggie Lawton, Miss Connie Bird, Mr. Gene Ford, Mr. Billy McCullen will fix that delicious breakfast at 8 o'clock in the morning. At the Fifth Street Baptist Church, that's located at 801 Northeast of Fifth Street, you may come and bring your appetite. The kickoff of the Black History Month will start with a mother. Because so many times we overlook the real heroes. They aren't the ones that make the headlines, but they are the ones that form the backbone for our people. And certainly I know the family will be there tomorrow. Many of the members of the Shepherd family, that includes the Germany family, the Overstreet family, the Hall family, the Henderson family. The Shepherds will be there tomorrow, along with the Fifth Street Baptist Church, their deacons, their trustees, and their committee. And let me tell you about the committees at the Fifth Street Missionary Baptist Church. They have for Black History Month a decorating committee, Mrs. Betty Wedgeworth, Mrs. Maggie Lawton, Mrs. Marie Weekly, Miss Connie Bird. For devotion, they have Donna Jackson, Don Cooper, Novella Palmer. Historical Committee, Portwood Williams, Nikia Jackson, Micah Hurd. For education, Ann Slaughter, Priscilla Matoya, Esterine Prince. Music, Debbie Barnett, Alan Washington, Charlene Smith. We are having the dinner on the ground on the 15th.
What type of dinner is that, Mom?
It's a dinner on the ground, and if you were not from Hoffman, you can't understand it. That's not to the 15th, so don't come up there.
You know, speaking of Hoffman, I went through the other day and I missed it. I missed that stop sign.
That's good. Dinner on the ground, Miss Eugenia Zachary, Dr. Gloria Griffin. There will be some special honors given. Mrs. R.D. Hayes in charge of that, along with Sonia Motley, the college committee, and Marilyn Hildred and Janelle Whitaker. The program committee, once again, Mrs. Priscilla Matoya, Alan Washington, Calvin Whitaker, Connie Bird. Congratulations, St. John Baptist Church. You did it. Congratulations, Dr. W.K. Jackson, Dr. Jemison, and others. You did it. You won the 1998 Ebony Bowl. And you must be good because you beat Fifth Street. You beat us fair and square. I'm so proud of St. John.
Mom, help us a little bit here now. I know about St. John. I know about Fifth Street Baptist Church, but I'm not up to date on what the Ebony Bowl is.
That's sponsored by the Kappa Alpha Psi fraternity. Every year they see a need for going out in the community, getting people to learn black history. You had to learn over close to 700 facts in black history, and they have an elimination. The elimination was held at Tabernacle Baptist Church last Saturday. Fifth Street came up in second place last Saturday, and then the two top teams, which was Fifth Street Baptist Church and St. John Baptist Church, met at Channel 25, and that will be televised tomorrow at 5 o'clock on Channel 25. And I want you to see it because those young people are out of sight. And I just want to congratulate St. John.
And
you are great.
This is not the first year the Kappas have put together the Ebony Awareness Bowl.
This was their 13th annual Kappa
And
Bowl.
some of the churches involved, can you remember any of their names besides Fifth Street and St. John?
That's the only two I'm talking about today.
Those are
That's
the top
Fifth
two.
Street Baptist Church and St. John. Somebody say, Clara, how do you feel? I feel good. I've been in that Kappa Alpha Psi Bowl for 13 years, and I've been in the top two for 13 years. All right. But let me tell you something. St. John beat us, and I want to congratulate St. John, and especially I want to congratulate my little cousin who was on that team.
Well, you know, I see a Kappa here, so I can go for a brownie point. I want to congratulate the Kappas for seeing a need in the community to help make people more aware, and especially the young people in the different churches around the city, to help them be more aware of their black history. And I think Charles Morgan, I know he's on that committee, and they've done a fantastic job.
Mr. Richardson, Deacon Richardson
and others, they've done a fantastic job of making that program the success that it is.
Next week I will have those young people out here from St. John Baptist Church. I'm very proud of them. Those are our people.
Are you going to invite the second place winners?
I am inviting the first place winners, Calvin.
Well, okay, I had to ask.
Okay, you had to ask. Well, next year we'll be back, and St. John will be back too, and Tabernacle and all the churches will be back, but this year it's all St. John, and congratulations to Dr. W.K. Jackson, the people's pastor. That's what he is.
He certainly is. Reverend Jackson has been the people's pastor. And you know, one thing about the activities there at St. John, I think that's where they beat us. They have such they have so many different activities.
They just beat us fair and square.
They just
There's
beat
no
us fair and
use in figuring out why they beat us.
Okay.
And when you're beat, you do just like another team that played Denver.
Just
they tell me last week in the Super Bowl, everybody thought somebody else was going to win, and Denver won that game. But you don't have to think about it. All you have to do is to go to Gideon's 300 store, located at 6006 Western Street in Oklahoma City, and you can do that shopping for Black History Month. Not only that, you can look good for Black History Month because you can go back and get you some traditional clothes and more. Oh boy, all at exactly Gideon's 300 store, 6006 South Western. Give her flowers. February is a month of love, and show her that you love her. Send her some flowers from Exotic Florist, 3620 North Lincoln Boulevard in Oklahoma City. You can send those Valentine flowers. Don't forget to send your sweetheart some flowers. And if you've been married long in 2 weeks, be sure and send your wife some flowers. It's easy to forget about your wife. Send her some flowers along with that candy. Leo's Barbecue is operated by Barbecue Charlie, 4th and Harrison in Oklahoma City. Leo's Barbecue operated by Barbecue Charlie, 4th and Harrison in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Go down to Leo's Barbecue and get you some good old barbecue. Eugene would like for me to tell you that he's at Beauty Inn, located at 1138 Northeast 36th Street in Oklahoma City in the Northeast Shopping Center. His telephone number is 557-0119. He will let you have $5 off on all chemicals. He will let you have $5 off on curls, colors, and texturized sauce. He has $3 off on clipper cuts, $5 off on freezers and finger waves and what have you. That's all at Beauty Inn, 1138 Northeast 36th.
Mom, you forgot to mention too that at Eugene's, he also has beepers. He has a telephone service. All you have to do is give Eugene a call, but better still, go by there and you'll see all of the products and all the different ways that Eugene is here helping the community.
Thank you so very kindly, Calvin. Those of you that would like that's having a birthday, you've been calling me and telling me you want Calvin to sing happy birthday to you. Well, I'll let you know he's going to sing happy birthday to you, and you don't have to cry and worry anymore. But once again, I would like to invite you to Fifth Street Baptist Church, and especially all of you that want to hear your alpha brother. You can hear him tomorrow. Be at Fifth Street Baptist Church at 11 o'clock in the morning, and be sure and be there. And those of you that are coming for breakfast, remember breakfast is just from 8 to 9 o'clock. So if you come up there at 9:15, you aren't going to get any breakfast. You're going to have to go somewhere else and get you some breakfast. But that breakfast will be served by that beautiful, talented chairperson of that committee, Mrs. Esther Whiteside, with Mrs. Maggie Lawton, Mrs. Connie Burton, Mr. McCullen, and Mr. Gene Ford. Go, Fifth Street, go. 801 Northeast 5th Street in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. There are some Miss Black Oklahoma pageants that I would like to tell you about, because I want you to write these down. Get your pencil. Tonight is our first kickoff for 1998. The Miss Black Cameron University pageant will be held tonight in that beautiful theater on the campus of Cameron University at 7 o'clock. On February the 7th, Oklahoma University will have their pageant. On February 21st, Okmulgee will have Miss Black Okmulgee. OU, Miss Black OU. OSU, February 28th. Oklahoma City, May 2nd. Langston University, April the 22nd. And Rose State, April the 16th. We are now taking applications for Miss Black Oklahoma and also for pages. The doors will close on pages and Miss Black Oklahoma contestants on February the 15th, so you'll be sure and get your names in. You know you have a beautiful sister, a beautiful daughter. You know you have someone. But let me tell you, it's tough. It's tough out there.
Well, Mom, who do we contact? I mean, how do we
you may
contact?
call us here at 672-1220, or for pages, you may call Mrs. Ford, 424-2462, or for contestants, you may contact Mrs. Lady Ruth Hunter, Mrs. Gloria Matthews, or any other staff. And certainly you can contact me, because we want you. If you're shy and you say you don't have any talent, we want you to come on, because we can find you some talent. Calvin, I have been thinking about what we are going to do in our state. You know, voting is so important, and today I'm going to do something that we haven't done in quite a while. I'm going to bring to you two people who are running for the same office. And Calvin, that election will be on your birthday. And when I think of your birthday, I think of Ben Tipton's birthday.
Well, Mom, that's a good thought, and you know, I'm glad. I remember when I first was eligible to vote. I don't think you took me, but you made sure that, I think you called me and you said, Calvin, you make sure that you register to vote. And I appreciate that tip, because that gives me an opportunity, has given me an opportunity over the past few years to let my voice, even though it's a small voice, let my voice be heard. And no matter what, every time there's an election, I look at the issues and I go vote. Now, I've often voted the way that different, you know, sometimes my vote hasn't gone toward the winning side, but I did express my opinion. And I know that your listening audience and their friends will be voting, and I know that they will have an opportunity to vote on February the 10th, and it'll be at different schools, but we'll tell you more about that as the show progresses, right?
Right. District number 5 is having an election for the board member of the Metro Tech Vocational Technical District number 22. Get out your pencils and paper, because I want to tell you about two candidates that are running. And they are running, and I'm telling you, they are running. I want you to listen to these candidates today, and I want you to make up your mind which candidate will best serve your voting needs. I would like for these candidates to introduce themselves, and your name is?
Donna Neal Thomas.
Donna Neal Thomas. And your name is?
Warren Gardner.
Yeah, okay, now wait, I want to make sure the public gets your name. Now, I've told the public that we have two people here that's running for office, District number 5, board member, Metro Vocational Technical District number 22. And your name is what?
Dr. Donna Neal Thomas.
Oh, you're a doctor now. At first, you just say Donna Thomas. And you are?
Warren Gardner.
Warren Gardner. Okay. Now,
I'm present member of the board.
You're a present member of the board. Okay. Now, I have both of them here. And the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to give each one an opportunity to present an opening statement. The opening statement will come first from Dr. Donna Neal Thomas. Dr. Thomas, your opening statement.
Thank you, Mrs. Luper. I am very privileged to be able to speak to your radio audience today. I would like to give my statement is that I have decided to run for this office as your representative to the Oklahoma City Metro Tech Board of Education because I think it's time that we do have a choice, and I believe that I have ideas, and we have worked for over a period of time with the VOTEC board and with various occupations that are being developed through the VOTEC. I think that there is a lot of need in our community to communicate the programs that the vocational technical school has. Metro Tech is a model program. I've lived in other states, and as I moved in those other states, Oklahoma's VOTEC system is unequaled around the country, and certainly Metro Tech is a model for vocational technical education, and we just need to work toward getting the word out as we move into the 21st century. Thank you, Mrs. Luper.
Warren Gardner, why are you running for re-election?
Well, I have started programs at Metro Tech, positive programs, especially for the people in my district, where we are undertrained and we are underemployed. And I feel like that the better training that we can give our people, the better off we are. Because once you have a job, you feel comfortable. Unemployed, you feel uncomfortable. I have felt uncomfortable in the past when I was unemployed, but I'm fighting constantly for the people in my district, and we try to do the best we can. Sometimes it's an uphill battle with the mixed board we got, and it takes more than one person on the board to get something done. It takes 4 to get something done. And so far in the last 6 months, I've been able to muster up 4 people on the board to give positive programs for the people in my district, District 5.
Dr. Thomas, you stated that Oklahoma's metro was one of the top metros in the United States. Was that your statement?
That is correct.
Okay. Then what do you feel that you can add to it that's not being added to it by the present board?
I am an employer. I am the CEO for Mary Mahoney Memorial Health Center.
I know I'm throwing those big words on me. What do you mean by CEO?
The Chief Executive Officer, the Executive Director, the Administrator.
You are all of that.
Well, those are other words that we could use for Chief Executive Officer. And we do employ a number of individuals from the Metro Tech who have graduated from Metro Tech. In addition to that, we also have some of our staff who don't have the skills quite at the level we'd like to see them, and we send them back to school to be trained. We have we do, and so I believe that I offer an opportunity as a employer of individuals who have completed that training, or that we offer that type of information about what employers are looking for in individuals who have completed programs at Metro Tech and other vocational technical schools around the state. I think that I will be promoting very much so that as many of our youth as possible, all of our youth, when they graduate from high school, should have marketable skills. They should, regardless of what their career choices are. Many youth use the Metro Tech as a stepping stone to professional careers. I think of some of the clinics to become a registered nurse. And then I think of, again, the young man that came to us that had many, many skills, but we needed him to have some additional skills in the area of maintaining our boiler, for instance. He did not have those skills, and we sent him to the Metrotech to develop the skills in boiler maintenance, and he is now attending the programs there for plumbing because his duties include general maintenance. So I think I know some of the things that employers are looking for, and hopefully on the board that we can share some of those ideas to enhance the programs and the curriculums that are there. In addition, that additional programs may be added onto the
As you see it, Doctor,
program.
what is the responsibility of a board member?
The responsibility is, the way I see it, of a board member is to set policy, is to and then work with the other board members, very similar to what Mr. Gardner has said, working with the other board members to see that some of the programs that you would like to see passed, see that those programs are implemented. Also to monitor the programs that are presently in place. I think that's the
Okay, now you say to
intent.
set policies. What new policies will you set as a member of the board?
I would work very closely again with the board members and with the staff. And
That was not the question. I asked you, what new policies would you set?
what new policies
Yes.
would I set? I could not set a new policy alone. I may introduce some new policies. Not having been served on the board, I'm not sure of what all the policies are.
Okay, what new policies would you introduce?
Are you speaking to me?
Yes.
What new policies would I
Yes.
introduce?
Yes.
I would introduce that we would step up our communication with the constituents in District 5, for instance. I don't feel as though District 5 is very much aware of what the opportunities are. So perhaps a policy focusing on communication and working with the media. I would also encourage the opportunity for more partnerships with various businesses in the Northeast, in District 5. I think that there are some of the businesses and there are opportunities there for individuals who are attending Metrotech to develop their skills by working with some of the businessmen and women in District 5. So.
Mr. Gardner, you have been on the board. What policies have you introduced?
Oh, Miss Luper, there are various policies, numbers of them. One of the main policies that we have introduced is that anti-discrimination policy that was not there prior to me being on the board. It came.
What are you saying? You are saying that before you got on the board, they did not have an anti-discrimination policy?
No, we didn't have that. It was kind of an open thing, nothing specific. It was nothing you could pinpoint. And as you asked about new policies, there are very few policies that we need to change. We need to implement the policies that we got, and that comes from the administration, especially to bring to the board for approval. All that has to be approved by the board. But our present administration has some underlying fact that blacks don't need this, blacks don't need that, and this is not true. And blacks are not promoted, so that's one of my policies. Keep pushing for blacks to be promoted.
You're saying that at Metro, blacks are not promoted like they should be promoted.
Right.
Why?
Because of the discrimination policy that's underlying it. You can't see it. It's the unwritten policy.
Okay, I don't understand what you mean by unwritten policies.
Well, Ms. Luper, every day in life, we face these unwritten policies, as you know, and when you find them, you got to stop them. And you can't stop them by...
Have you stopped any? You've been on the board.
Well, I've had 3 more votes to stop them. There are three other people on the board who will vote anti-me all the time, which is okay, but I'm doing it for the benefit of people in District 5, people I represent, and I will continue to represent them.
Dr. Thomas, I would like to hear your comments on this anti-discrimination policy that they have at Metro. Are you aware of it?
I understand that all agencies that receive federal funds as well as state funds have to have in place an equal employment opportunity and anti-discrimination policy. I am responsible for implementing such a policy through Community Health Centers Incorporated, which is the parent agency of Mary Mahoney and Healing Hands. And so I'm very much aware of that, and I think that if indeed the board or the administration is not acting under fair employment guidelines, then we will have to have some change in that policy. If they're
How
not,
how will you determine that they aren't acting under fair employment?
Well, one
guidelines?
of the reasons that I know, and I think that the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission requires periodically that one assesses what is happening as far as employment is concerned, how many people from different groups are represented in that particular workplace. So I would expect that on a regular basis that the board would be reviewing the hiring practices and to assure that discrimination is not taking place. But as Mr. Gardner said, we all know that there are subtleties and subtle ways that discrimination is carried out in our various workplaces. So I think that we can have oversight and make sure that there is the representation that should be in every department within the Metrotech system, whether it be at the administrative level, whether it's at the staff level, or whether it's in faculty, or whether it's in the maintenance, housekeeping, wherever. I'm sure that I worked ever since as you know, that I did teach at the University of Oklahoma. I taught also at the Oklahoma State University, Technical Institute, University of Wisconsin, Oshkosh, University of Colorado, and I have served in each one of those places as a part of the affirmative action programs, the equal employment opportunity programs. So I think that I am well versed in those rules and regulations, not only as discrimination as it relates to people of color, but discrimination as it relates to people who are handicapped and who are disabled.
All right, now we are aware and we are getting call-ins that you have had experience as teaching. How does that relate to your experience as a board member?
My experience as a board member relates in that I have also been an administrator. I am an administrator. I've been an administrator the last 7 years.
Okay, but
as a teacher,
the caller wants to know about your experiences on a board.
Okay, my experiences on the board have been very many. I have just recently served with the Oklahoma Healthcare Authority on that board, and we enacted a number of policies to make sure that individuals from all different areas would be able to participate in the healthcare industry. I'm currently serving on the board of directors at Oklahoma City University. I'm serving on the board of directors.
You're on the board at Oklahoma City University?
Yes, I've just been serving just about a year now.
Okay, I know we've had some problems getting Miss Black Oklahoma City, somebody to participate in Miss Black Oklahoma City University there. I'm glad to know that you're on the board, and I hope that you will use your influence in helping the young blacks there. But we do have some calls that we have to listen to the public. This is the Clara Luper Radio Show. Hello?
Yes, Mrs. Luper.
Yes?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning to Mr. Gordon and Miss Thomas. Miss Thomas, we do have 2 blacks on the board from this district. I want you to tell me what you are or can do to enhance this district and to make things better for all people, including students that come to Metrotech to get an education. Some of them are not treated fairly. And I want to know, what do you know about vocational education? I want to know what you plan to do on that board.
Thank you for your question. Dr. Thomas, is yours.
I think I have a good understanding of vocational education. Having had responsibility in the past when I worked at Mercy Hospital, I hired a number of individuals who were completing the LPN programs, individuals who completed the health administration program. I have an idea about what is needed in the workplace. I think that I will be very vigilant in overseeing what hiring practices are occurring to assure that students are treated fairly, that students have access to career opportunities and that they are knowledgeable. That's one of the problems that I hear often. I would hope that I would go to the community. I know that I would go to the community and try to and identify where, if there are problems with the students, and that the students, we don't wait until the last minute when a student gets into trouble, but try to be preventive oriented in making sure that students are treated fairly and that they have access to the various programs, and that faculty are also treated fairly, that those that would hope to be promoted into different jobs, that they would have an opportunity for all. I really just think that, I really believe that vocational technical education is really the way as we go into the new year. I'd just like to share with you some of the statistics that I've reviewed.
Okay, well, we'll be back with you in just a minute. We'll be back with you in just a minute. There are other calls that are coming in, and I'm going to try to get in as many as possible. In the meantime, our sports reporter is on the air. Hello?
Yes, how you doing, Miss Luper?
Oh, I'm fine today.
Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Brandon Bryan bringing you your Saturday morning sports page. Let's talk about the Super Bowl. I told you that somebody was going to win, and somebody did. This team was the Denver Broncos and John Elway, and the rest of the Broncos will get their Super Bowl rings because of the high-powered running by Terrell Davis, who scored 3 touchdowns, a Super Bowl record. In the NBA, Kobe Bryant, the 19-year-old six-man for the Lakers, will be the youngest player ever to start in an NBA All-Star game. Other NBA news is that Tim Hardaway scored 15 of his 27 points in the fourth period as the Heat beat the Knicks 86-82. Ben Baker had 28 points and grabbed 10 rebounds as the Sonics blew past the Jazz 101-93. The Clippers tried to cut off San Antonio's winning streak, but the Spurs were too good because they whooped LA 109-86. The Celtics beat the Wizards 104-102, and Minnesota beat Vancouver 112-106. In college basketball, second-ranked North Carolina wiped the tar off their heels on Clemson as they beat them 88-79. 15th-ranked Arizona defeated LSU 85-68. 7th-ranked Kentucky beat Vanderbilt 63-61. In the Big 12, Iowa State down Texas 85-82. Kansas beat Texas Tech 88-49. Kansas State blew out Nebraska 72-49. And it was a thriller in Manila down in Norman Monday as OSU was down by as many as 12 points in the second half. But they came back to win the Bedlam Battle 88-84 over the Sooners. And Tulsa whooped SMU 69-58. College women's basketball, Oral Roberts blew out Chicago State 90-46. Lubbock Christian beat OCU 66-61, and OU beat Colorado 61-58. In high school boys basketball, Dale City beat Enos 77-55. Western Heights beat Carl Albert 57-55. Capitol Hill beat Star Spencer 66-57. Gerard Marshall beat Northwest 80-67. Northeast beat Grant 72-42, and Southeast beat Douglas 73-67. In high school girls basketball, Dale City beat Enid 44-39. Portland West defeated Edmond Santa Fe 48-47. U.S. Grant beat Northeast 67-51. Douglas beat Southeast 53-51. And Star Spencer completely embarrassed Capitol Hill because Capitol Hill got whooped and whooped bad. They lost to the Lady Bobcats 94-20. In other sports news, the New York Yankees are looking to obtain Minnesota's all-star second baseman, Chuck Knobloch. The Cowboys are still looking for their coach, but the owner says they will try to have one by next week. In the Australian Open, Pete Sampras was defeated by Carl Cusero. And former Super, Alvin Adamus will be the second athlete to have his jersey retired by OU. So once again, this is Brandon Bryant, bringing all you folks out there in Radio Land your Saturday morning sports page on the Clara Luper Radio Show. Yo, 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 yo.
Thank you, Brian. Today we are talking to two people that would like to represent you on the board of director as a board member for District Number 5 in Metro Tech Vocational Technical District Number 22. We have Dr. Thomas and we have Mr. Warren Gardner. Mr. Gardner, what do you feel has been your greatest accomplishments on the board?
Personally, I feel. Let me go back and start from the beginning.
Yeah, give me your person.
The first thing when Governor George Nye first appointed me to this board, he told me, says, Warren said, this is the most racist board we have in the state of Oklahoma, and I want somebody from industry who understands about industry and what is needed to promote the children to to go to work and make a living. One of my primary goals has been to get students, high school and adults, to come involved in the system of education.
Have you done that?
Oh yes. I've been to schools, been to schools many times. Been to community meetings, been to churches, talked to the Master's Allowance, and to get the people in the industry and to train a skill. This is a high technology age now. Things are changing so fast.
We are aware of that, Mr. Gardner, but I want to know once again, since you've been on the board, what have been your greatest achievement? Have you helped black people to get some jobs?
Yes,
because
ma'am.
As I look at those jobs out at Metro Tech, it's unbelievable.
I worked very hard with the personnel department to accomplish those goals. And people who have come there for interviews have very poor skills. Some of us, all of us, not one group, but we take those people and try to train them and give them the proper skills, interviewing skills.
And that's what you have done. Excuse me, but I've got to get on with the program. There's some people that's calling in. Clara Luper.
Yes, Mrs. Luper.
Yes.
I was cut off by your sportcaster, and I was wanting to ask Mr. Garner, since he has been on the board this long, seemingly, and have done some things, what else do he plan to do in order to make Metro Tech the functional institution that it can be, and especially, I know about the Equal Employment Board, et cetera. So then why hasn't it functioned for the blacks in this area where the school is located?
Caller, I appreciate your call, and let me reiterate again. It takes 4 votes out of a vote of 7 to get something done with the Metro Tech Board, any school board, and large school board. I have worked entirely hard and given my time, efforts, and whatever it takes to get this done, to get 4 people to vote positively for minorities. And as of this date, we have just last week, we finally got a 4 vote to get something done. And thank goodness, in my opinion, the superintendent has submitted her resignation, which I think will be the best thing for Metro Tech in Oklahoma City.
Okay, do you have a comment on that, Doctor?
Yes, I would like to comment that I have hired a number of individuals from District 5 who themselves are journeymen. Mr. Wayne Reed is Reed's Electric. We have hired him both to do renovation and remodeling of our Healing Hands healthcare services. Mr. Garcia, who has skills in air conditioning and heating. I could just go on and on and on and name those individuals, because one of the things that is important for us, and when we receive part of our funding at the health center from the federal government, they indicate that we must indeed hire some minorities and we must hire women and so forth. So we work out, and we go out deliberately looking and pointedly looking.
Well, that's what you all are, that's your all's job to do.
That's
but
right.
I'm concerned now with what you're going to do on the board for Metro Tech.
I see that I would be just as aggressive there, and seeing that we have the individuals from District 5 community will have access to jobs that might come open, and then be prepared to go into the various fields. When we look at the fact that the construction industry, that in the next 10 years, more than $800 billion will be expended on new plants and equipment, and over 1 million additional classrooms. And that says that there is a need then for our individuals in District 5 and throughout Oklahoma County to be preparing themselves to be able to meet that challenge by the year, certainly by the year 2000 and then into the new millennium. So we must encourage strongly that all work is honorable, and that we encourage our young people as well as other adults to seek out work as drywall installers when they can start out at an entry salary at $10.72
okay,
an hour.
I'm pushing you all because we got to push for time. Mr. Gardner, why do you think that the people should allow you to re-elect you? Why do you think that?
I think because of my record itself, which is unblemished as far as Metro Tech is concerned. All buildings over there that we've built in the last 6 or 7 years, we've insisted that we have minority contractors, which is a plus, I think, for people in my district. We have got the best child care center in the state of Oklahoma, which was opposed by some board members, but I was able to muster, get 3 more votes and get that passed. Last Monday night, we had people from the nail and facial department and cosmetology came to the board meeting and expressed how grateful they were to be able to come back and tell us what they're doing and the money that they're making. That was one of my brainstorms.
Okay, I don't mean to cut you off, but what do you think you could do? Why do you think the people should elect you, Dr. Thomas?
Well, I think that people should elect me because I am indeed a voice. I'm in the middle of the community. I am a public servant. I've been a public servant all of my life. I think that I know my theme is that I'm promoting the 3 E's. Now, I could have made it the 4 E's, but I'm going to tell you the 3 E's that we're saying that we're promoting for children, youth, and adults. We're promoting education. That's really the bottom line. We have to be educated
and so you're
in order
saying
to compete.
Are you saying that people should elect you because you're promoting education?
Because I'm promoting
Okay, let's go
education.
with your other E's. Because of what?
Employment. Because I believe in fair employment, and if you're educated, you can be employed. My 3rd E is economic freedom. That indeed, if one has skills that they can market, whether they own their own business, and my 4th E would have been entrepreneurship, that they would be able to own their own businesses. And you're saying that Mr. Gardner has not done that on the board? I cannot state what Mr. Gardner has done on the board. You asked me what I would do, and that's what I'm addressing, is what I would do is promote those
Okay, let me get back, because in the first place, we have 2 blacks running for 1 office, and the question in the public is, which one you think can better represent you? I want you to call me at 672-1220. Mr. Gardner, have you promoted education, employment, entrepreneurship? Have you done it? Answer yes or no.
I have done that many, many times, Ms. Luper, and that's nothing new.
I want to hear from the public. Call me at 672-1220. You've heard from both of these. Who do you think can best represent you? Where is District Number 5 located? And those of you that can go up to Freedom Center, we have some maps up there and what have you. Calvin, I know you're full. Have you made up your mind what you're going to do?
Mom, no, I haven't. I've been listening with a great deal of interest, and I still haven't decided yet. I like the platform, and I like the fact that you worked at the Metro Tech before, but I don't know yet. I'll wait till the closing comments, and then I'll make a decision.
Okay,
right?
Okay, good.
Is that all right with you all out there? I know everybody's listening. This is 672-1220. We invite you to call and be a part of this radio show right here at KTLV, where you have an opportunity to ask the candidates for District Number 5, the Metro Tech VOTEC division. Okay. District Number 5, we want you to call us out here, and we'll have an opportunity to talk with you.
We have to hurry now. Hello? Hello?
We're working on it, Mom. You know, it takes us a minute, but we got it coming
Hello,
up.
hello.
Yes.
Yes, I was calling to endorse Miss Dr. Thomas. I know her personally, and I know the kind of work that she does, and I know that she's a fair person.
Okay, well, you have called to endorse her. Thank you so very kindly.
Are you going to make sure you vote now?
I'm going to vote for her.
Okay, one question, too. Where do we go to vote?
I'm sorry.
Okay,
No, this is
well,
to the candidate.
we have time to discuss that, and we want you to call us, please, 672-1220. Do we have someone else on the line? Okay, you will call. We have one person that's going to vote for you, and you know you'll get one vote, Dr. Thomas. Okay, we are talking to these two people, and it's very important that you, the public, will make up your mind exactly what you're going to do, because that's the important thing. Now, the question will be which one can best represent
And
you.
where do
Hello,
we go?
hello, hello.
That's
Yes.
my question. Where do we go?
Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
I would like to express my vote for Dr. Donna Neal Thomas. She is the most qualified, and Mr. Gardner has been in there for 4 terms. 18 years is too long for any one person to stay in office that long.
Okay, well, thank you for calling.
Thank you, Mrs. Luper.
Okay, well, you're hearing the votes, the people that are coming in with their opinion, and that's good because you have an opportunity to go out. The big question that will face you, which one can best represent you? I hope somebody call and kick me out as advisor of the NACP Youth Council because I've been in too long, but they haven't found anybody else that can take my place. If you got anybody else that can do a better job than me, let's get them. Calvin, I know you are anxious to sing, and while you are singing your happy birthdays to everybody, we want you to come on out with it, Calvin.
Right, Mom. I want to let everybody know that this,
wait a minute.
this
We
part of
gotta
the
vote it.
program
Hello,
is being
hello,
brought to you
hello,
by...
hello.
Mrs. Luper, I'm calling to let you know that I am in favor of Mr. Gardner, and I'm going to tell you why real fast.
Yeah,
because
tell her.
I believe in people who are stable and staying on the job, because those who are going from one job to the next job and the next job doesn't prove to me that they have stability. And we want somebody that will stay on the job through thick and thin.
So
and
you're
don't go from
talking
this place to that place because you're dissatisfied with what was happening there. And he has stayed there, and he has worked, and this that I do know about Mr. Gardner.
Yes.
And then, and I want to put this plug in.
Put it
I
in,
found
hurry
out
up.
in some of these elementary schools they're flunking kids in the first grade, so they may not have nobody up there anyway.
Okay, thank you so very kind.
Oh, I'm ready,
Okay,
Mom.
Calvin,
I'm ready.
are you
I'm so
ready,
anxious.
Calvin?
I know we
And
run
you
short on
say,
time.
okay.
I better tell that friend, tell that neighbor to be a part of this radio show because we're singing and we're going to send out a happy birthday greetings to Mrs. Mary Mincer. Her birthday is coming up.
All
Brother
right,
Robert
Mary.
Gilbreth, his birthday just passed. Keontae McNeely's son, his birthday was yesterday. Mr. Andrew McLaughlin, his birthday is coming up. Carla Wilson Lamar, today is her birthday. And Georgia Griffin, last Monday
Sing
was
that
her
song,
birthday.
Calvin.
So I want all of you to know that we want you to have a happy birthday to you. Oh, happy birthday to you. I'm so glad that you made another one. Happy birthday. And may you have many more.
This has been the Clara Luper Radio Show, and I would like to appeal to all of you out in radio land to get out and work for your candidate, and it's going to be a tough one. Who will win? It will be the one that will get the largest number of votes. I would like to say to our people, stay out of jail and stop stealing and killing and fighting. We don't belong in jail. And I'll see you in the morning at that big breakfast at 5th Street Baptist Church, and you 5th Street members, remember Reverend Vernon C. Walton will be here tomorrow.
Where do we go vote?
Where we go vote, we will continue this subject next week because the public does not have enough. Which one, the question is, which one can best represent us? Well, we'll be out here next week, and we want you to be here, and I would like to invite you all to come back, and we'll see exactly where we are. Because everybody grinning your face is not your friend, but you will always know where Clara Luper stands. Clara Luper saying, wherever you do and wherever you go, remember, if you love me, your VCR is already, Mr. Blasinghill and others.
What
We're ready.
VCR?
Brother President, the story of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., and those of you that were in Brother President, please call me at 424-3949. This is Clara Luper saying, I can't sing, but I can say one thing. I've had 2 guests today. Clara Luper.
Well, Oklahoma City, if you'd like to get your nails done, mobile nails. Yes, Sister Anita Pierce is there for you to do those nails. Oh, I'll tell you, ain't nothing like having your nails done. Call Sister Anita Pierce at 499-6830. Only by appointments only. And I'll tell you, nothing like having someone come to you to do your nails. Sister Anita Pierce is there for you. Once again, that number is 499-6830, and that is Thursday through Sunday.
This 20 KTLV, Midwest City, Oklahoma City.